to Cru Conversation. What's up, Cru? Another impromptu conversation, because this is what we seem to do. So this is where softness speaks, stories matters, and healing has a mic. I don't have my mic, girl. It's dead. Because this is a very impromptu conversation. But tonight's episode will hit different because I want to be a little bit slower, a little bit deeper and softer around the edges. I want to talk about how do I say, identity, confidence, becoming, and what healing looks like when no one else is looking. I got in my notes to ask myself and ask you, am I the only one who feels like she's still figuring it out? Do you feel like you have it all together? Because if you do, can you help a sister out? Because I feel like even at my big age, auntie status, I'm still trying to figure things out. I want to have a conversation where we talk about how it feels when the world goes quiet, the makeup comes off, and the healing starts beneath the skin. Because sometimes we could be so made up that we really think we got it together, but when we look a little bit deeper, we still have work to do. So all of this is prompted because I had a session with my therapist today, and she was asking me, if I need anything, how's everything going? And I was really just explaining to her that my prompt to restart therapy is to just be a better me. I feel like I'm at a place in life where there is nothing wrong that I need to lay out on the couch for. There is no fires to put out, but I always want to be a better me. So I need to be conscious of that. So, one of the things that I want to talk about is how has your identity changed over the years? Me. How has my identity changed over the years? Oh, nothing. Just a girl beverage. It's so good. And it's literally lemonade topped with sparkling water and lemon slices. But it's so refreshing. It's so good. So back to my identity. I'll say this. Starting out as a 22-year-old wife and mother. Well, I got married at 21. But I was a mom at 22. All of my young adult life, I was a mom. After divorce, I was a mom. I was a wife and a mom, very young. So that was my identity. And until I was unwifed and unmommed, that's all I knew. So when I was left to look at myself in the mirror just by myself, I was in panic mode because who am I and what am I supposed to be doing in life when I thought I had things figured out? And there was another plan. So I feel like now my identity has shifted to where the focus is just me. And so now, especially this year, full circle, has been a year of checking things off of my list of things to accomplish for myself, just for myself. And so it's felt good to breathe in the identity of myself and just having to be worried about myself and know that what I'm doing, it benefits nobody but me, and that's okay. What version of yourself are you learning to love right now? I'm learning to love me by myself. No relationship, no kids at home, just me. And I know I've talked about this a few times about romanticizing your life, but I am in the season of being comfortable alone. I remember I did not like to be at home by myself, and I didn't even think about it. So like I would get off, I would go to my mom's house, or I would go shopping, because being at home by myself wasn't just something I enjoy. And I didn't realize that's what it was until I slowed down and started to enjoy being at home. So the version of myself that I'm learning to love right now is just a slower version of me. I thought I knew who I was until, for me, is when my daughter moved to live with her dad. I thought I knew who I was until I had to look at myself naked with nobody but me. And then it was like pulling back layers of things I thought I was, and I was none of that. I had to learn how to be comfortable in my own skin for the first time. I think I was so busy with life and field trips and plays and programs and work, and I didn't even have time to worry about me. So after that, I was like, who the hell are you? Who the hell are you, girl? We don't even know you. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be. Literally don't know what I'm supposed to do. I remember having a journal, and I don't know if I was writing in the journal or crying out to God, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I am so stressed. It's good when you can look back over life and laugh at, like, that was a tough time, but I made it. What's something people assume is confidence, but it's not? Now that's tough. Like, I don't, let me sit in that for a second. I don't know what somebody would assume is confidence. I can't think of something that I'm not very confident in. I'm confident in myself. Maybe I just don't trust other people. I don't have a lot of confidence in people because I've been let down so many different ways by so many people who I thought wouldn't. So maybe I could, yeah, that could be it. I don't know. What's my main character song? The last time I asked that, it was, I think it was I'm Having a Private Party by India Arie. It's something like that. It's always going to be a positive, uplifting black woman song, like strong black woman. Let me see if I can insert it, because I can't even think of who sings that. But what parts of you were you told to shrink or hide growing up? I don't think I was taught to shrink or hide anything, but I remember a real hard phrase for me to deal with was, you're pretty to be so dark, or you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl, or any kind of situation like that. Like, you was gonna get the business because the butt is not needed. I'm gonna be pretty, just pretty. I'm gonna have pretty hair, I'm just gonna have pretty hair, but not just because I'm dark or to be a, no. You could take that, you could scratch that, because that we not doing. We're not doing that. We're not gonna minimize me being pretty for being a dark skin. No. No, we ain't doing that. Yeah, no, we not doing that. So, what's something you love about yourself, but you didn't always? Now, when I say what's something you love, like, I'm gonna answer it, but I want you to answer it too. So if you see something that you want to talk about, like send me a message or text me if you got my number. But, let's keep the conversation going. So I would say something that I didn't always love about myself. First, we're going to start with my name because, girl, my best friends were Katrina and Shantae and Jackie. These people had names that if you said them, you didn't have to repeat. I went to school with Kelvin and Cameron as cousins and, Stacy, and you didn't have to repeat the name. So then you get to me. My name is Ifra. Then I gotta hit. How do you spell that? What does it mean? When I tell you my sister's name is Crystal, you don't ask me what it means. You see what I'm saying? So I had to learn to love that about myself, and it made me realize that I was different. I was special. I'll say this again because I've said in a episode that I feel like my mom giving me this name is prophetic. Like God gave her a word. You know what I mean? Because for my name to literally mean happiness after sorrow, and for me to deal with grief and be able to help people through that, like that's definitely prophetic. And my love for music is definitely, it's deep. And so my middle name, Nasheed, means song. So Gladys, girl, you did that. I'm thankful. But as a child, people just stupid. What would you tell yourself in her most uncertain season? That your favorite word to describe yourself is resilient, and that you are. I feel like people can look at me and know things about me or know things that I've endured and wonder how am I sustaining. And it's a big God, for me. It's always going to be a big God for me. Literally, the song I praise in advance, that's why I worship and pray the way I do, because I know it's going to always be a time something is coming. So I got to be ahead. Okay. So I would definitely tell the younger version of me in an uncertain season to keep going. Pray and keep going, because you gonna make it. And we did, girl. We did. What are you still learning to accept about yourself? That my journey didn't look like others, and it's okay to be behind on some things and still working towards some things. And when I say behind, I just feel like some things that I feel like I should have accomplished sooner, and it's happening later in life for me, that's okay. That was one of the things that bothered me, because I feel like I should have done this, I should have done that, but that's not how my story went. So I've learned to accept that about myself, that it's okay to not have it all figured out. It's okay to be a work in progress. And I love the becoming, because I romanticize all of the things. So even the becoming is a story. How would you describe yourself in one sentence? How would I describe myself in one sentence? I am a living testimony. Hey, that's the song I listened to this morning. I am a living testimony. Okay, that's my sentence. I am a living testimony. What does it look like to be soft and strong at the same time? It looks like it looks like changing your tire in heels. Because you are not gonna ask somebody to do it more than once. But it looks like getting things done that you don't feel like doing. Um, keep moving when you want to cry. It looks like crying when you need to. Um, it looks like just keep moving for me, because sometimes that's all you can do is to just keep going. When did you stop silencing yourself? These are all, I'm telling you, I got some questions. Did I mean to ask these up to other people? I don't know. I wrote this down. I don't know. When did I stop silencing myself? I would say in the last year. I felt like I didn't need approval for any of the things that I wanted to do. I kind of always wanted to do like YouTube, but I'm like, what am I gonna do? But so now, like, it's not even for anybody else. These are things just for me. So I've learned to speak have the conversations, even if I'm just having a conversation, to pose the question to you later. I've learned to put my words on paper and then either put it in a book, because your girl is a published author, or talk to you via the internets. But I've learned to love the feedback that I get from friends who listen. So I've learned to not silence myself. I don't need a grand stage. I don't need a grand following. I enjoy the smallness of it. It's so personal. I don't even advertise on Facebook and let anybody know. Like, I might send you a little message to say I got a new episode, but it's just a little community that I love. So, what does your style, scent, or presence say about you? My scent definitely says what kind of mood I'm in. So if I have a bright, fresh scent, then I'm having a bright, fresh day. And sometimes if I'm wearing a heavier scent, I'm kind of having a heavier day. So I know that probably does not make sense, but the best way that I can explain it is some people are summer and fall fragrances. So they only wear fragrances in the fall that are heavy in the fall, and lighter, fresher, florally fragrances in the summertime. Me, if I get up and I feel like I need a hug, then I'll wear a fragrance that makes me feel good. One of those fragrances is Kung Fu. It's not really called Kung Fu. It's called Jimmy Choo. But my friend and her husband bought it for me, and he called it Kung Fu, but it's Jimmy Choo. And every time I wear that fragrance, it feels like a hug. So I might wear it in the summertime, the fall time, the springtime, the nighttime, the morning time, if I feel like I need a hug. I'm going to wear Kung Fu. So yeah, speaking of Kung Fu, real quick before I close out, I may or may not have a new fragrance. Don't pay that little paper any attention. But let me tell you, oh, it has like a, girl, that's so cute. What you need to know about me is, let me take a sip. I will blind buy. And by blind buy, I realized I didn't have this particular Valentino, Voce Viva. I didn't have this, so I bought it. And I'll read the description because I'm not the girl that says it's gonna pick up pink pepper. My nose just ain't trained like that. But Voce Viva by Valentino is a floral woody fragrance of timeless elegance. It opens with sparkling notes of bergamot and mandarin, leading into a lush orange blossom and gardenia. I like gardenia. And then it settles into a warm base of vanilla, tonka bean, and mossy woods. I do love a floral woody fragrance. And she is bad. This bottle is beautiful. Beautiful. Let me see if there's anything else you need to know about her. She's both feminine and bold. That's what they said. Now, we're going to try this together. Because like I said, I have never tried her before. Oh, well, no. I was looking for something. Hold on. Okay, let's try this together. I don't smell a thing, so we have to spray. Oh, she is good. Immediate, yes. If you know who you are, immediate, yes. Okay, let me see what they say she got. Orange blossom and mandarin, little orchid. Yeah, I'm waiting on it to dry down so I can get that vanilla bean. Okay, but she is good, and it comes with the travel size as well. Yes, so that's a fun fact about me. I will blind buy a fragrance. That's good. I'm about to take me a shower, have girl dinner, and I'm gonna spray this on and go to bed. Cause that is what makes my life romantic. To sleep in a fancy fragrance by myself. I ain't trying to impress nobody. I like smelling good for myself. So as we close, if someone is listening tonight and they feel like they've lost themselves, what would I want you to hear? I don't know. I have a few things that I put in my iPad and here. So, first of all, I want you to know that I've been there. If you feel like I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm lost, I'm not where I want to be, I felt all of the feels, and still sometimes I still do. But I'm learning to keep going and enjoy the process, right? But I want you to know that you're allowed to begin again without shame, without guilt, without explanation. You don't have to go back to who you were. You can just continue to become the whole person. Even more whole is what I want to say. I got my notes, girl. But it's definitely from the heart. Like, I want to make sure I got it right. I want you to know that, like, there is no wrong or way in the becoming. whatever you decide, you want to go left and start over with a new career, a new hobby, a new boo, whatever it is, it's in the becoming, and enjoy the becoming. Because what I've learned is it's never ending, the becoming. It's never ending. You can always start anew. You can always say, I want to crochet, or I want to take swim lessons, or I want to lose weight. And in all of that, enjoy it. That's how you see the joy in life, because whatever it is, you are enjoying it, and it's just for you. As women, we give so much of ourselves away, and so it's good to tuck some things away for ourselves. So if nothing else, I hope this episode to remind you that you don't have to have it all figured out to be worthy of love, respect, and rest. You are becoming, and that is enough. That's enough. That's a word, girl. You see, I wrote that down. I ain't get that from nobody. I wrote that down. You are enough. And I tell myself that all the time. I can only be Ifra. I found a few more Ifras on the internet, but I'm one of a kind. It's just one. Ifra Nasheed. That's me. So I hope you enjoyed these. Like I said, if there's something that touched your heart, or you want to keep the conversation going, please, please, please send me a message. Text me, call me, let me know. And then maybe you can be a guest on Cru Confessions, and we could talk about it. So for now, I'll go have my girl dinner, finish my girl beverage, have my girl shower, and do all of the things that I want to do in the becoming. Love you. Bye.